The world is full of many bizarre and weird foods. On this episode, we'll take a look at the top 10 vegetables you've never heard of. Number 10. Salsa. This vegetable is a member of the dandelion family. It's colored dark brownish black on the outside with a white creamy inside. This vegetable is perfect for those who love seafood as it has the taste of oysters when cooked. It is typically eaten boiled, mashed, stewed, and in soups. Salsa not only produces a starchy root, but a purplish ornamental flower as well. It is available year-round with the peak season being October through January. Salsa is high in carbohydrates, low in fat, full of nutrients, and low in sodium, making it a healthy source of energy. Number 9. Yukar Root. This root, also called Manoic cassava and Brazilian arrowroot, is a long brown root vegetable like a potato. The outside texture is very tough and rough and is almost always eaten peeled. The inside is white and starchy and has very little flavor. This vegetable is used for its ability to transform into other forms like flour, shreds, and mashed. The yucca root is a staple starch for 1/4 of the Earth's population. It's a valuable, cheap source of energy. It's high in fiber and potassium. The leaves of the yucca root are high in protein as well, which provides a decent source of macros from a single plant. The yucca is not only consumed by humans, but also a good source of food for cows, goats, and sheep. Number 8. Tiger nut. This ancient superfood from Africa is actually a root vegetable and not a nut. Apparently the tiger nut made up over 80% of our ancient human ancestors' diet. Sadly, none of them are around to verify this. The tiger nut is currently grown in Spain and West Africa and is also called chufa, nutsedge, and nutgrass. This nut is full of antioxidants, magnesium, potassium, and fiber. If your diet is low in fiber, 1 ounce of tiger nuts has 40% of the recommended daily intake. This superfood has been used as food and medicine as far back as in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians even boiled the nut and made a beer from it. The tiger nut grows in the United States but is often thought of as a weed instead of a life-changing food. Number 7. Mo kwa. This Chinese vegetable has the appearance of a cucumber. The outside is hard like a carrot but furry like a kiwi. The inside is smooth and looks like a daikon with a similar texture too. You cook it just like you would a daikon or a carrot, and the texture is about the same. As for the taste, it's similar to a daikon but has a strong dose of bitterness. For this reason, the daikon is the more popular vegetable of this type. Now, a daikon is actually a radish, where the mo kwa is a Chinese squash. It is a relative of the winter melon. It is usually peeled, cooked, and served stir-fried or added to soups. Not the greatest tasting vegetable out there, but everyone's taste buds are different and maybe you'll love it. Number 6. White asparagus. This unique variety of asparagus is easy to find in Germany, and it's also available in other European countries like Spain, France, Switzerland, and the Netherlands. It is low in calories and high in vitamins and minerals. When buying this vegetable, the more straight and white the asparagus is, the more they cost. They can actually be found with a violet tint to them, but in Germany that's considered a flaw. The reason the white asparagus is so common in Germany is that many places in Germany have sandy soil, which provides the perfect conditions for growing this white asparagus. Believe it or not, you can buy this variety of asparagus canned as well, but who wants to eat canned asparagus? You might be surprised to find out that over half the German crop is sold on roadside stalls in Germany versus exported to the rest of the world. Number 5. Nopal. This unique vegetable are the pads of a cactus. They're usually made into a salad, also served with eggs or meat as a common Mexican dish. It is commonly sold fresh in Mexico, but can also be found canned, bottled, or dried. Nothing like some bottled cactus pads. They have a slightly tart flavor like green beans, yet have a nice crisp bite to them. The nopal is high in manganese and vitamin C and contains a good amount of calcium and magnesium as well. So who's up for eating some cactus? Number 4. Green lobok. This weird vegetable looks like a field cucumber on the outside, but when you slice into it, the appearance is of an orange but green and white. The inside texture feels like a cucumber but more firm. When steamed, the green lobok doesn't change a lot in texture, it just gets a bit softer. Steamed green lobok is like eating a carrot with the seeds of a cucumber. The flavor is similar to a daikon, but instead of having that horrid bitter taste like the mo kwa, the green lobok has almost no bitterness, just a deep earthy flavor. I think this is a love or hate kind of vegetable as the earthy flavor is very prevalent. Number 3. Oca. The oca, or New Zealand apricot yam, is a root vegetable grown in central Peru and northern Bolivia. The oca is grown in a unique condition, as in grown between 2,800 and 4,100 meters above sea level, which is 9,000 to 13,500 feet. The oca can be eaten raw, baked, boiled, mashed, roasted, or fried. They have a bit of a zing to them when eaten raw, which is best in a salad. Cooked, they're very much like a potato. It's unlikely you'll ever see these at a grocery store, as the crop yield is quite low, making it a poor choice for a company to mass produce. Number 2. Romanesco. The Romanesco is a cruciferous vegetable that's actually a flower. This unique vegetable tastes just like you would expect, a mix of cauliflower and broccoli. The taste is distinctively nutty, but more intense than a broccoli or a cauliflower. They grow year-round, are native to Europe and Asia, and are a rich source of vitamin C, folic acid, potassium, and fiber. What's really amazing is the Romanesco grows in a perfect fractal, which is what makes it so visually stunning to look at. It grows from the center spiraling outwards. This vegetable grows well with garlic, peppers, and tomatoes, and is often baked into a pasta dish similar to lasagna. Number 1. Fiddleheads. Fiddleheads are a weird vegetable not the average person consumes for dinner. They are eaten in this rolled up state, which is the fern at a very young age. If they aren't harvested, they'll actually unroll and grow into a full-size fern. Eating fiddleheads are almost like eating sprouts, but of the fern world. Fiddleheads come in multiple different varieties. Some varieties, like the bracken, are highly toxic unless cooked thoroughly. Fiddleheads are grown on low-lying bushes and are harvested in their coiled-up young state. If they're left too long, they become horribly bitter. They taste like a mix of asparagus, artichoke, and pine nuts. The most common type of fiddleheads consumed are ostrich fern, lady fern, cinnamon fern, and royal fern. They're high in nutrients like potassium, phosphorus, iron, magnesium, vitamin A, C, and B3. This vegetable has a short shelf life, pairs well with other vegetables, and is an excellent source of omega-3s and omega-6 fatty acids. Can't ask for much more in a vegetable. How many of these vegetables have you guys heard of? How many have you tried? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button, turn on notifications, and while you're at it, like the video. I greatly appreciate it.